Welcome back, everybody, to another movie review Monday. This week, I watched the movie Sully. It was directed by Clint Eastwood, starred Tom Hanks, and reviewed by me, by this guy right here. So first off, let me get into reviewing this movie. The first worries I had about this was I didn't want them to show a ton of action, because this event, as you know, is based on a true event, which pretty much just happened a little while ago. 2009, which we pretty much all remember, which I don't know why they continue to make movies immediately after these things happen. You could literally have something happen tomorrow and there'll be a movie the next day already being written about it, which isn't bad, except for just give it some time. I mean, I guess in this case, it seemed like it was happened just yesterday, but this was actually 7 years ago. So, so the book he actually wrote was Highest Duty, My Search for What Really Happened. And in that, basically, goes over the accounts of pretty much what you see in the movie, which was kind of messed up. I was actually kind of really interested in this movie because we all know what happened. I mean, if you don't, I don't know if you lived under a rock or something. Even my dog, you know what happened, right? Did you see what happened? Shh, don't include me in this crap. Essentially what happened was the investors and the insurance agency, because you can't just dump a plane into a river and expect everyone to just be like, it's fine, which he saved 155 people. This is the world we live in now, folks, where something terrible happens, something magnificent happens, somebody saves somebody, but somebody's got to be held accountable for a plane going into a river. So one of my original worries was if they were going to show a prolonged flight scene, like kind of showing you right out the gate, because I feel like that would have taken away from it. And they kind of started to go there, but they did a good job of coming back to it and pacing the movie really well. It was written really well, I think. Obviously, Tom Hanks, phenomenal actor. I don't think I can name a movie that Tom Hanks was in that he wasn't good. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think. No, all pretty good. But that leads me to remember, don't ever travel with Tom Hanks. It's like, when some actors get typecasted into roles and you're like, oh, he'd probably do a pretty good job at it. Is someone just writing these scripts like, let's see, man gets stranded or goes through some really horrible stuff. He's still a pretty good guy. Tom Hanks. So, in the seriousness of this movie, it did actually have some pretty funny scenes in it. I like the way it was done with some of the comedic relief in the whole anticipation of everything happening. Because one thing that they really did well is because it's written, and Clint Eastwood is becoming one of my favorite directors for movies now. He did a really good job of keeping it suspenseful and putting you into it, and because you kind of had a connection to the actual person and the people in the movie, mainly Tom Hanks, by the time they show you essentially the plane crashing and stuff, you actually had like a care for the movie. Like I was really into it. So the way that they filmed it, and the way that they shot it, really actually kind of got me scared, like nervous. Like if I was in that situation, like holy shit, like what? At one point he says brace for impact, and everyone's just like, what the shit? What do you mean? Like that's just terrifying, and that makes me never want to fly again. But going on vacation and stuff makes me want to fly. Matter of fact, I need to go on vacation. Aaron Eckhart was in it, who's actually another one of those really sneaky good actors in Hollywood. I really like every role he's in. You remember him from Two-Face. He played Two-Face in Batman Returns, Batman Begins, Dark Knight. That's it. So they did a really good job. The secondary actors and actresses and people didn't have that too big of roles, because this was mainly focused on the ordeal that he went through immediately after, like becoming an instant hero to people that he didn't know coming up to him, and he was a little taken back and freaked out by it, which I mean one would be if you became a celebrity like that and instantly everybody knew who you were, where you did your job previously. And that's one thing he really harped on in the movie, was that he was just doing his job, and you could really tell by the way he was written, and even it mirrored some of the interviews I saw back when this first happened about how he was just a really like low-key kind of guy and didn't really want to be bothered, just kind of wanted to go back to work, and they wouldn't let him because the whole thing was still under investigation of whether or not he did the right thing by landing it in the freaking river or not. But apparently, not a lot of people care if you save 155 people. They just really care about their, $200 million aircraft. I liked how it went in and showed how people can be really stupid in emergency situations. All those warnings you hear, if there's a fire or something happens, please walk calmly to the exit. And they just showed, no, people don't do that. They go, yeah, I know what to do in case of fire, something stupid like that. I'm saying that because there's a lot. You have to drop it at that point, Bobby? I'm on a roll here, and you drop a fucking bone in the goddamn ground. I know they say flying is the safest mode of transportation, but, I don't know. I've never been just, driving down the road or walking down the street and then just falling 36,000 feet out of the air. That's never been a thing. I've never had to worry about that. I don't have to worry about just completely disappearing when I'm walking to the store. I mean, let's get real. When you're on a plane and you feel you just immediately go, fuck. I mean, I've flown quite a bit of times, and I still get that, what? So, I don't want to hear this, flying is the safest mode of transportation. No, it's still scary as shit. So, for the verdict of it, I thought it was a great movie. It's probably the best movie I've seen so far this summer that I've reviewed. It was well written, well directed, well shot. The pacing of it was really good. Really good. Yeah, real great words. Really good. You were just sleeping all day. Now you just sleep more. It must be great to be a dog and just sleep all day. But back to the verdict. It was a good movie. It was a great movie. If you like movies, and I'm huge into movies that have historical value to them, like accounts of things that really happen, and kind of getting a behind the scenes kind of take, especially when it's based, the screenplay is written from his book. It was really fascinating to learn kind of the things that you didn't necessarily know. Now, how much of that is true, I guess, is open for interpretation, because the FAA, like I said, is saying that they got a lot of it wrong, where he's saying that a lot of it was right, and a lot of close people to him said it was right, and the things he went through in the movie mirrored what really happened in real life. Which, if it is, it's really unfortunate, because I feel bad for the guy. He's just kind of trying to do his job and what he thought was best, and they were trying to just get him in trouble for something, for a decision that he made. But that's my review of Sully. Really good. Definitely the best film I've watched so far. Best one I said it last week. Hopefully we could get some good movies to review, and it pulled through. This one lived up to it. It was a great movie. Again, it's hard to say a lot of things about the movie without going into spoilers when it was good. So I can't complain about it. Really good movie. Check it out. It's still in theaters, but definitely see this movie. It was really, really good. Chris, what else can I say about this movie? Huh?
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
Sully. That's all I got. But if you like the video, if you like the review, if you happen to see the movie and you like that, leave a like on the video, share it around, do whatever you want. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to catch up on all my other reviews that I have, you can go to youtube.com/mad1of1, because there's only one of me, and that's YouTube, and that's the man picked, so deal with it. But other than that, like and subscribe to that, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for the next movie.
P.S. It's gonna be Blair Witch. It's another horror movie.